the funniest shit. That he can do that, and that's fine.
Yeah.
And has been able to for the last year and a half. I'm convinced it's cursed.
Oh, I like the mic.
I feel like because Jake Shank again is I think top 5 in points, and he's 3-5. I think his team's cursed because he plays Gibbs and Montgomery.
It probably is. I might just try and. Or no, it's working. Okay.
And Franklin Muskego playoffs, huge game.
Oh shit. That's on.
Alright, I think that we can all be seen on this. I have to move over a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually plug this in because it's dead anyways.
When you come back, can you look at the camera and see if like I'm in the picture or sitting right here?
Yeah. Yeah, you are.
Okay, cool. Like even back here.
Yeah, barely.
All right, cool. Because I wanted to get the pictures in there too.
Nice. Good shit.
The background is specifically for this.
Yeah.
Is there a way to like get the scores out of here and make this like full screen?
Yeah. I was just thinking we could have.
Or I could just do it from the site. Oh yeah, the matchups.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
If we can all see it. But yeah, we made it to week 9, 2024. We
Shout out
got
my Kia boys.
Uzi DePrince, Kia Boys.
R.I.P. Yanni. He got the fam.
Yeah.
Or they hit the fam.
Yeah, did you hear about that?
No.
I gotta
Oh,
talk
man.
to my boys.
Effed up. Kia Boys, though.
R.I.P. Yanni. I think things are looking up though. Things are looking up this year. Or this week maybe.
Yeah, so it's the day after Halloween and gearing up for a big week in the League of Legends. We just had a big trade. Kirk Cousins
Huge
to
trade.
the Pooping Tortoises for a second-round pick and Rico Dowdle.
I like Rico for the rest of the year, like kind of as just like a guy. Like that's a good depth piece. Like maybe he'll break out by fantasy playoffs and can maybe put up like 20 or be a dog cow if they start rolling. But
Yeah, it looked
expendable.
like he was.
Expendable as fuck. And a second for Kirk. I mean, there's a QB arms race going on now in the League of Legends. Even if you're Malik Willis, you're not safe.
True.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't want to get off the topic of your trade because, yeah, you just bought Spencer Rattler for
Spencer
25
Rattler.
third.
I'm
So you've been
driving up
trading
the
for
prices.
QBs.
Yeah. I got the white snake.
But no, I'd way rather have Kirk.
I got the white boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the white girl. The white girl. The white
I think
boy,
I'd way
poker.
rather have Kirk in your situation just because the Falcons are passing the ball a ton. I mean, you know, he'll be
Yeah,
a steady QB too.
I kind of thought I was just looking around at like, I think I had a trade offer out for Derek Carr, and I was like, I do not even want Derek Carr. Why?
Hell no.
Just withdraw this. Let's go back to the drawing board and think about what we want to do. And yeah, Jake, he's probably looking to sell. He's ready to sell wide receivers. What was the other trade he just did?
Yeah, he traded with me. I gave him because Joe. Well, it really kind of goes back to the QB arms race because Joe Flacco was
That's right.
attempted to be claimed like 6 times.
By
That was
16
amazing.
That was awesome.
Yeah, 6
Just
claims.
because I was like before I even claimed it, I hit up. I was like, if I get Flacco, what would you want for him?
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way
It's
it's
awesome.
making it to me.
Yeah.
No
But
way.
I didn't want to risk like missing Joe Flacco and accidentally using my first overall claim on Jalen Coker. So he was the one guy when I was told myself when I wake up if he's available I'm gonna pick him up. And I saw you and Skins claimed him, and I was like, you know what? At this point, a 2026 3 isn't worth as much to me as having the first waiver. So I was like, let me just get my guys.
Yeah,
That's really something. Yeah.
Because it was him and Tyrone Tracy who I picked up as like my free guys.
Yeah.
And they're way better than anyone I drafted.
Yeah.
Besides Lad.
I was
Lambo lad.
I was thinking the same thing. I had a claim for Andy Dalton, Lambeau lad. And I had a claim for Coker out there too. All three of those players, and I was like, do I really want to waiver Andy Dalton after I just dropped him? No, I don't. And Coker, I don't know. Maybe I could, but I don't. I don't need wide receivers either.
And that's the thing with your trade too, is you actually kind of, I wouldn't say lucked out, but you had, with not claiming Dalton, like Bryce Young was going to start for you, and that's fine. And then John was the only question mark whether or not Jordan Love would play, but it looks good now.
Yeah. But we'll see.
But yeah, that led to you having to make the decision between, do I acquire Kirk Cousins now because Anthony Richardson is playing like CJ Stroud, but he gets benched. But I will say this though, the Colts with Joe Flacco, they have some nice ass receivers. Like Josh Downs is an animal. He should have had 2 touchdowns last week. He had a fucking sick ass catch.
Yeah, he's really good. It's crazy.
Who won the leagues last year? Amari Cooper, 56 points, week 16, with Joe Flacco throwing to him.
Yeah.
Oh,
and,
shoot.
and Jake's got him back.
Yeah.
Jake Sheck had Flacco last year too for his little run.
Yeah.
The number one, not little run, his run to the Booty Bowl championship.
I hit Jacob because I was like,
which counts as a trophy.
BBC.
I was like, you wouldn't have to pick Joe Flacco up normally, but you have to just because I'm playing you, and Anthony Richardson was benched. So like, what do you want from him? And he's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. So I was like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, we both saved the buck by making a trade for our client player.
Yeah. Yeah, I copied Aaron. What was you? Oh, you got Stafford. Holy shit! And then Stafford had an amazing game.
Yeah. I was in the parking lot at Lambeau, and I was like, Bigsby already has a touchdown. And I was like, you know what? I already kind of wanted to trade him, but I had Mason Rudolph, and it broke for me. And I got lucky and picked up Rudolph as a starter.
Which
carousel? Just the
I think
arms
Levis
race.
is back now, though.
Yeah, it's
I
just
saw
an
that.
arms
Oh,
race.
is he gonna play this week? I saw
Yeah.
he's been limited. Is he gonna play?
I think he's
I
gonna
hope
play.
so I can drop him. I don't want him on my roster.
I know. That's how I was with Dalton. I was like, "Fuck, can I drop
I just don't
his
want
ass?"
someone else to have them if they need it.
I want someone to pay me the troll toll.
Yeah, please.
That's what I texted Aaron after he was like, "Hey, nice trade," and I was like, "Yeah, I had to pay the troll toll because my This is part of living on the edge with the quarterback room in a 2QB league. I traded with Aaron a couple of years ago to get Tom Brady, second round pick. That was the troll toll that year, and basically always comes for me. Josh Dobbs. I gotta pay the troll toll at this time of year.
Yeah.
Add Rattler to the jersey.
Exactly. Yeah.
Rattler,
Yeah.
Cousins.
Seriously.
Yeah. So
So it's been Rattler and Cousins for a second round pick. My second, right?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
my second round pick.
A third.
a third for
And
Sal
yeah.
and
And who's the
Dowdle.
player? And Dowdle, yeah. Who's
Yep.
free.
It was free, but he has acquired value, and he was nice
I'm gonna go yell at my
to
dog.
slot in if I need to have a flex, or he saved me that 1 week. Basically, he had one good week.
If you drop him, someone picks him up the next day.
Yes, for
You
sure.
know, so
yeah.
anyone like that in our league has value. So I can't drop Jerry Judy as much as I want to.
I mean, Jerry Judy, he's going off now too.
Who knows?
Yeah.
The Browns. That'd be my blipper chip if we were doing that today. Are the Browns all going to stay fantasy relevant, or did they just have one big blow-up game against the Ravens?
I have no idea. It's tough. Yeah, I don't know either.
You know, one big Jameis game, and then now the Chargers are going to shut them down. Who knows?
I'll just put it out there. I already have a Firefest coming up because I'm pretty sure a couple of my quarterbacks have buys on week 12, so I'm gonna probably have to figure out another quarterback for that week, or else just hope I can pick up Taysom Hill.
Yeah. John has him now.
I know. Yeah.
I tried to offer him Malik Willis, and he said, "I have Taysom Hill." I said, "Yeah, I guess you do." I mean, seriously, what a funny thing.
So funny. You can just slot him in.
Taysom Hill's my first option. But also my last years are like, I never wanted to do that. I would have.
Yeah. It's slightly super flex.
I mean, he can be a top 5 QB if he has 2 rushing touchdowns like he does every now and then. Like,
I played him the one time I played him this year. I had 2 tutties, and he got hurt. He left the game early. Left so many opportunities to be the highest scorer. Shout out to Stevie for getting that 225.
Yeah.
Good markings, and he's coming in hot too. Did you guys talk about your matchup yet?
No.
we haven't gotten into it yet.
All right,
We're ready
so-
for you. Yeah.
So yeah, I think that we'll try to just do a quick podcast here and just break down everyone's team and their matchup, and that just gets us to talking about everyone and their moves. So the first matchup of the week, leading off the Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins makes the starting lineup.
Draft God.
Yep, with T-Law against Philly. Stevenson's looking hot against Tennessee. They have good run defense though. Jacobs, we'll see.
Something about our matchup is DK's hurt, so he's gonna have to play Christian Watson, which he'll probably go off.
Oh, he's got him in already.
Yeah, and then Tony Pollard, if he doesn't play, but Chase Brown, Zach Moss isn't gonna play either. So Chase Brown is one of my picks, one of my locks. I don't know if he'll get over 62.5 though, but
I was thinking if we do a league bet where
It's
we
an
all pick a
early
leg,
saucy
I might
lock.
do just Chase Brown anytime touchdown. It's probably like minus 160, but when you're adding in a parlay, it's something.
yeah, but
Because you got downs.
I like my team too this week because I like Otten this week. I like Josh Downs, and hopefully Brian Thomas looks good, but
Justin Cade, he comes through the last 2
just
weeks.
in case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that nickname. That's awesome.
That was a good one. Yeah, but Deontay Johnson got traded, so at least I do have safe
Yeah.
flowers.
What did you down this matchup for a name, Willie? Did you have one for this one or no?
I mean, this is a great one to start because Jake has scored, I think, more points than Bob has this year in the league.
He might have, yeah. 1348,
That's why it's-
1349.
So it's basically the same amount of points. But yeah,
I just love how there's 4 teams right now tied for the 6th seed. That's insane.
Yeah,
it
is
So
insane.
cool.
Yeah, it is.
And
I think-
Stevie has the lowest points, and he's like, kind of hot right now. And then Jake Sheck has been consistently. He was in the survivor pool until
Yeah.
last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a big matchup for him, momentum wise. It does suck that he didn't get Tank Dell in. It's like I feel like he would have just maybe did that, but I get why not. I mean, he's the only option. You think the Jets will shut him down, but
And you can't know DK is going to be out.
Yeah.
but it's still going to revolve around his Lions. Will his Lions eat against the Packers?
Yeah.
They have at least three rushing touchdowns out of that group. Tua needs to actually have a touchdown. I don't, he had like maybe one to Devon A-Chain. I like Neighbors this week. Watson, this is the type of game where they're going to do like weird shit and throw it deep.
Yeah.
Maybe
Probably,
do, like,
yeah.
backwards pass type shit. And he's the one that's going to be on the receiving end.
Yeah.
Bowers could put up 40.
Bowers is the
yeah.
best tight end in fantasy football.
Yeah,
right now.
Bowers could put up 40.
He's a lock this week for sure. Over 6.5 receptions.
Chase
That's
Brown.
easy
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to kind of rely on Brown, Bowers, Neighbors, and the Lions for
Yeah.
this matchup. And then yeah, for you, you have
Colts. you need that.
Colts.
You need a Sunday night shootout.
Yeah. Yeah. But I
wow.
have
Look at your guys'
Vikings, too.
average points.
I know it's the same.
Bob averages 168.56 a game, and Jake Shack averages 168.65.
It's insane.
So yeah,
man.
that's why this is gonna be a really fun matchup. This is a good noon window game. That we'll
Yeah.
have.
Yeah,
We're
kicking-
calling this a new
kicking
game.
us up-
This
kicking
is
us
a
off.
new game.
This is a big
So,
game.
yeah.
So yeah, what's the next game then? Ooh,
Ooh,
this is a
the
great
league
matchup.
leaders.
America's game of the week.
Yeah, the league leaders.
Yeah, I guess this could be America's game of the week. Yeah, Cowboys Packers.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the Cowboys took an early 40-point lead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. so
Yeah,
the next
shit.
matchup is myself in first place against the second place team, Sal. Sal's 6-2, coming off a tough loss to Will last week. Put up 180. Will, you put up almost 200, right?
Yeah.
That dog.
Almost 200, tell you
There's in the
what.
kitchen.
Oh, okay.
And then, yeah, I sat Darnell Mooney for the last time in a while.
Oh yeah, you had him in for a while too. I remember looking at your matchup earlier. and I was
Yeah.
in for you.
I just wanted to play Chubb against Javante because I traded him for him.
Yeah.
Just fun stuff sometimes. Sometimes it's because of hot. It's because you're hot.
Wait, you have Chubb?
Yeah.
I forget
Right
that.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I like my team. I'm off to like a 40-point lead or whatever, but Brees Hall has been disappointing. I still like him in the long run once they
Yeah.
actually have flow in their offense. I think it's so hard to even like to get anything out of Jets right now. I was expecting like 30 total from them. I would have been fine. Um, but yeah, it's gonna come down to me. The Cowboys against the Falcons with Dak and CD, and then I need Bijan in that same game to have at least 20 for sure. Hopefully, get 30
Yeah,
pointer.
I'll probably get 35.
I don't think Devontae Smith, unless he gets a long one, maybe he might have like 6 for like 60 or something.
Yeah, Jacksonville. Yeah.
A Chain I love this week.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
And then yeah, Tyrone Tracy,
Oh yeah, Zach Moss.
which is why I've been so pissed at Jordan Mason. I kind of felt bad that, but Jake knew he left that trade out there because he also had a Jordan Addison for Jordan Mason straight up for a very long time. I think right when he first got a shoulder injury, he might have rescinded that one. But
Revealed.
but yeah, but
Living on the edge.
so he purposely left the likely one, and then I was just so sick of Jordan Mason leaving games early, like giving away his opportunities to Garendo, and just like, dude, he was just he was like the leading rusher through like 6 weeks, but fantasy wise, he was just pedestrian to me, and I was so sick of having to start him because of his like situation that I looked at it and I was like, get him off my fucking team. I'm on to Tyrone Tracy. I wanted to play Tyrone Tracy even against the Steelers, and I played his ass instead in 2 leagues, and I knew that it would fucking bite me in the ass. So I couldn't wait till he was off my team.
Fuck.
But I have too many tight ends.
The curse of Jordan Mason.
I have Hawkinson coming back. But Sal's team, I think he's got good matchups because he's got Jaden Reed and Dobbs in a game that we're going to be throwing against the Lions, unless they just do the ball control thing like the Texans did last night, where they just run. They don't have a lot of possessions, but I don't think so. I think Dan Campbell, this is a big game for them. They always are going to like show up. There's going to be, unfortunately, a lot of Lions fans in the stadium for sure.
I do think his team's conditional right now
Caleb's
too.
gonna bounce back.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Caleb's probably gonna have a huge week.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Lamar had a good game against Cleveland last week. James Cook last time he played Miami had like 3 touchdowns in 3 quarters.
Yeah, they fed him all year.
So yeah, I think this is going to come down to 2. If Rome and Kyle Pitts have good games and Javonte Williams, Sal's going to have a good chance of winning because I like Aaron Jones this week against Indy.
Yeah.
And even the Chargers defense I like this week too. So yeah,
I
mean,
Pitts.
yeah,
Pitts this week. Yeah.
that's why it's America's game of the week. 1 versus 2. I think it's gonna be a good week though. But I also have to compete with John this week because we're playing for Survivor for $100.
Oh, that's true.
I also have to beat John.
True.
What do you guys think of this matchup?
Yeah, what were you gonna say?
Oh no, I think Sal's lineup isn't set exactly because like if Love plays, then yeah, it's probably set.
Mm-hmm.
But if
He is gonna play.
But if it's, I don't know if he will with the bye.
No, they said he's gonna play. He's gonna play.
Okay.
They say he's questionable.
Yeah, but they expect him to play.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I think Kansas City Tampa will be a high scoring game. So to sit Worthy would suck. I'd want to play Worthy probably.
Really? I always like. Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
Worthy would be fun too.
True.
He's got a good option there.
Shoot, he's projected 15. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, Jonathan Brooks wasn't active. He's not gonna get active.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So Chuba, yeah. I mean, I don't know if Sal's lineup is set yet, but
who do you play Chuba? Or Dobbins maybe? But
probably Javante, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Fuck.
yeah,
it's tough.
you can only have 4 good running backs.
Yeah.
I had that problem like earlier, and now my receivers are kind of like falling by the wayside. But Garrett Wilson looked great last night. I mean,
Yeah.
with
holy
Lazard out and Devontae running Lazard routes. Oh my god! And they talked about that last night. I listened to the post game, and Rogers was saying he joined the desk, and he was saying that Garrett Wilson still is the X receiver, and they're having Devontae do all those. I don't know what the other one is, Z probably, where they move around, and yeah, he's gonna be like their center of their run game. That's why last night I had in a parlay Devontae over 5.5 catches, over 60 yards and a touchdown. But then the last leg that didn't win was Will Anderson 8 times or over half a sack.
Yeah, he left the game.
And that was the one that I just like chased. But I should have just did like Jets money line to like.
I lost the parlay last night by Brooke Lopez rebounds and assists.
I
4.5 or
almost,
some shit.
I almost went to that game. That's why I had off. I had off yesterday and I had off today because we were gonna maybe go down to Memphis because we were itching for something to do when we first moved. But we ended up going to Fred again, and that like scratched our itch. Then we're just like, we don't even feel like going to Memphis. And then we are gonna go to that game and drive down there. I would have been so fucking pissed.
God, yeah, we look like shit.
We turned that shit off like once the football game started, pretty much.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I don't want to talk about the Bugs. That just makes me.
So who do you guys got in this matchup?
well, you got a good start already.
I do, but I still think it's a coin flip. That's why it's such a good week. Week 9, like across the league, is such a good week. This is still like anyone can put up 200, and anyone can really have like a 165 bad game.
Yeah.
Or 168 where it's not like.
I mean, yeah, I'll say this. I think again, reiterate, if Sal's gets a Malik Willis start, which you're saying probably not, that would give me, in my opinion, I think you'd have more of a chance.
Yeah, 100%.
So, because Jaden Reed will eat that all that shit, and then he can go for the upside with Worthy. But yeah, I like Aaron minus 12.5 in this one. So.
Who's
yeah.
That anyway?
Yeah.
He's got Hanger, Mingo, Izzy, Avocado.
Sal, drop Avocado.
Yeah.
He's got Nico coming.
Oh yeah,
back,
Nico.
I lucked
damn.
out there. So, yeah, I mean, I like Sal's team a lot. There's a reason that he's in second place.
Absolutely.
He's had a really good year.
Yeah. Oh.
Leading to our next matchup.
Oh, this is another good one.
Oh.
Next up, we have the newly named Vibes Incorporated against Marvel's Avengers. So we got Willie versus Stevie. Stevie is coming out after a hot week, sending 225. Who was going off for him last week? Jay and Daniels, a Hail Mary, just sugar on top of everything.
Mixon and Swift every week.
Yeah, Swift had a long one. Yeah, even Hill and Devontae didn't even do anything for him last week. I think Kelsey and Mostert was back. I love Stevie's team. It's rounding into shape. He doesn't have many assets to necessarily make his team like better like that, but what he's got right now, obviously after coming off last week, can compete with anyone in the league for 200 or whatever.
Yeah.
So we got Stevie coming in hot off 60 points 65
points.
Where Mixon gets steady 22. Rodgers gets to 20, which is a blessing. He was at like at half, he was at 0.1 or something. Or I don't know what the fuck it was. He had like 28 yards.
2 or 3 points, yeah.
And then Devontae gets concussed after a nice ass shake at the line. I still love watching Rodgers and Devontae, dude.
Oh yeah.
Their uniforms last night were so cool, and it was just like, yeah, this is fucking tight to see them on a different team. Honestly,
it's probably like a fresh start for them too. Like the Jets, like jerseys look kind of weak. I don't know on TV. Like, I like their color scheme, but just like that green and white doesn't compare with like the Packers green and white.
Look good, play good. Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah, they're cursed. Their franchise is cursed, and part of it is probably because of their shitty ass jerseys. Like, just being honest, no one's afraid to play the Jets.
Yeah, and they're just like culture just sucks. But they said, Rodgers was also saying they brought him in for like the culture, which is why I like him being there for Garrett Wilson. I think it legitimately will make Garrett Wilson a better receiver, no matter who his quarterback is 3 years from now. You know. Yeah, Devontae came back after being checked for concussion. I think he was obviously shaken up. That's why I respect Devontae. He came out of that bitch ASAP. And that's why I like Tyrone Tracy, because he only had a concussion because he got hurt in like 3 minutes left in the game. He's through the protocol and playing. Jordan Mason would never.
That is what's tight about Devontae. Yeah, he had to work hard as fuck to get where he is, and he still probably works so fucking hard. So that all checks out. I bet
that's the standard in that offense. Like Robert Saleh, he got fired because he didn't want all these hard counts, whatever, with all these false starts. And Rodgers was like, "No, we want to make the team better. Like we have to be able to do this if we're gonna even be a good team."
Yeah.
And he wasn't settling for that, which. Yeah, I love Devontae is the point I'm getting at. Obviously, he had coming off a great week, coming back and getting a game-winning touchdown. But Stevie's team is scary. So how you feeling going into this week, Will? Because you got Puka, who came up with the same.
Oh yeah, God. Yeah, what's his latest news?
Update.
The emo vibes.
Questionable.
The emo vibes incorporated.
Season's over. God, it's been really rough. I mean, I traded Ayuk for Puka, and Ayuk's out for the year. Godwin week 7 is out for the year. Diggs week 8 is out for the year. So just 5-3, but just burning receivers like mad.
Oh
Milwaukee's
wow.
on TV. Wow.
Hell yeah,
Awesome.
Rawson.
Oh shit. Shout
Featured on
out.
TMJ4.
Hell yeah.
It's telling you to go out
Go
and
Trey.
vote. So
No, it's saying go Trey.
Go Trey.
Go Trey, go vote.
Always.
But no, I mean, I also think you know, I'm due for a loss. Next week, I have you again.
Kinda like
McCaffrey
Jacoby
coming back.
Meyers.
Oh, I love Stevie's matchups this week. The only one I didn't really like was Mixon, and when he had that first half, I was like, shit, like I'm in trouble
Really?
this week.
I love
yeah.
every running back against the Jets.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Everyone
he's just been so solid.
The Jets
so
can't tackle for
solid.
shit, which is why I love their offense. And Devontae's outlook going forward. Tyreek, obviously, you like his outlook. Jaden Daniels is rookie of the year. Who would have thought Jaden Daniels would turn to this? Because Jake Scheck traded who's going to end up playing this week, right? Christian Watson and Jalen Hyatt, more or less, for Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
Drake-
don't remember the
like,
trade totally,
something
but
like
It was May Hyatt and 25-second for
yeah.
Daniels.
But yeah, Jaden Daniels against the Giants. I actually think the Giants might be a little sneaky in that game, but I don't think he's going to run like that because he probably won't feel like he has to. So I think you might be okay there. Jalen Hurts, I think this is a big Saquon game, but if they get to the goal line, he's going to have at least 1 or 2 touchdowns, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And yeah, I saw last week you played Purdy, and you had a great week. So what are you thinking moving forward? Are you going Mahomes or Purdy?
I think Mahomes is finding his like stride. I think D Hop will be a huge advantage. So like rather than 15-point games, I think he'll be pretty consistent 19-20. So it'll be matchup based.
Probably.
If Purdy's playing the Cowboys, he'd play. But if he's playing the Chiefs, I think I played Mahomes that game.
Purdy's been scrambling though.
He has been scrambling. I'm just like, yeah.
He's
I don't know.
He's the new Josh Allen.
I think in our league we so undervalue quarterbacks, and the only reason I beat Sal is because of my quarterbacks last week. So
Yeah.
Yeah, quarterback.
Hurts had
When
almost
push
40
comes to
points.
shove. Yeah.
Well, the reality is there's a few there's only 16 good quarterbacks probably, give or take. So like the other 16 are fighting for a job basically.
And you got Derrick Henry against Denver.
Yeah. I have
I like that.
Puka Nacua is the only player on my entire team that plays on the road.
This is gonna be a tough game for Maserati Marv.
It's at home. Every game is at home.
It is.
Yeah.
For my whole team, which I do like.
That's
but
why I
otherwise-
really like Caleb Williams in that game because it's in a dome in Arizona. I feel like it's close to the West
Oh, I like
Coast. He's probably
Odunze
played
too.
there.
Yeah. I like Odunze
Yeah.
too. I think that's going to be a rookie showcase. That's why I do like Marv. I think Marv will have another big game.
Okay.
Probably.
Shakir, I kind of like Shakir.
Is Brisker back yet for Chicago? Because he's been out a few weeks.
He was out in London. I didn't really check. I didn't play them in defense really in any leagues last week, so I'm
Yeah.
not sure if he's back. But I'll
But yeah, I
check.
have nobody to play on my bench. I'll have to drop Malik Willis probably
Judy,
if he's
baby.
truly not playing. Judy's the only player I have. QJ.
Yeah, you gotta just trade Diggs if you can. Get him off your team
Good luck, Good
for a third.
Well, the thing is everyone is competing right now. Everyone but Yanni, and I don't know if Yanni's looking to buy Diggs. I think he's full rebuild. So like,
You were mentioning
The
you were
league
gonna
will
maybe
have to
trade
shake
him
out more.
a running back, right? What was the makeup of that? We could maybe get a deal done.
Yanni's
You got-
pretty particular about his wide receivers.
yeah, he is. I offered for D Hop. I offered Roshan, Hollywood Brown, and 26-second, which I think is
Pretty solid.
pretty solid. But Roshan's not a lead, and Hollywood won't play this year.
What
Yanni
about-
has to win the booty bowl
what-
the way
what-
the league's constructed. So
Yeah.
What about if you did like Diggs and Godwin for like? Why not? They're just old. They're not gonna help you at all this year. You're already all in, dude.
Yeah,
Godwin is a core member.
I am all in, but who next year falls off the cliff of on my team?
You could get
I
Hopkins.
just don't
You
know
could
if
get
anybody
Hopkins
does.
and do like a Mahomes Hopkins.
Yeah,
deal
no,
and
I know what you're
switch
saying.
him with-
Oh,
But
yeah.
I just like I'll ride Derrick Henry like into the ground. Otherwise, I just like I think my team does retain value next year, so I don't necessarily want to sell them cheap. I get that, like, yeah, if I'm 5-5 after I play you and it's starting to go really south and I can't get my first off Jake Check, yeah, maybe then. But
Yeah, I don't know. I think I just like bet against injuries and getting old. I'd probably get rid of guys a year too soon, like always. Like
Yeah.
I was with Puka a little bit, but he was like injury prone in college, and it's just like it seems like one of those things where if they're not competing, they're not going to play him. But if they are competing, then he's a top 5 receiver.
QJ.
And it
Play
gives you,
QJ
and it
second
gives you space to play with your team.
Yeah, no,
But you get Mooney. You got Mooney in this week.
Shakir is in this week. I mean, good luck. So we can move on.
Yeah, Shakir's good, and I mean, yeah, but Stevie's team, I like Jacoby Myers this week.
Yeah.
I like Swift even, and Tyreek Hill's probably coming back hopefully. So
Yeah, I guess if we're capping this, whose line is it anyway? What do you think the line is?
oh man, it's gonna be a good one. I think it's gonna be end up being like 170, 175, 170, 171 or something like that. Like
I see a good week for Steve. I see Stevie getting 205 to Willie's 174.
Yeah.
Stevie could have a big week. Yeah.
I see that too. So it's fine. We're on the same page.
All right, that's a fun game though. So what slot is that in?
That's the 320. That's Romo and Nance.
That's the CBS.
No, Romo and Nance is. Oh, I guess that's not America's Game of the Week. It's my America's Game of the Week.
But yeah, America's Game of the Week's Fox, isn't it?
Yeah. So it'll be 2-3 o'clock. That'd be like, or that could be Rome or Nance and fucking what's his name? Tony Romo. Shout out! I saw Tony Romo. He drove right past me after the Packer game.
Oh really?
Did you see that video I sent?
Oh, that's who that was. I had no
Romo.
idea who it was.
We were all like, "Why the fuck are they having like a Tesla and all that shit like drive through?" It's fucking Tony Romo and Jim Nance. And Tony Romo has his hand on the car. I was like, yeah.
I thought it was like the new Packers president or something. I could not tell who it was.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He does look presidential for sure.
Yeah. Next we have one-on-one.
Fuck, what was my thought I was going to bring up? Yeah, sidetrack by Tony. Oh, yeah, the slot. Yeah, that would be. But it would be the noon. It'd be the noon when they call a game at noon.
Yeah.
Oh. No, that was a good matchup.
Yeah, it's like Ravens Bengals early.
Yeah, but there's only one in the window that usually is like by the top like
Yeah.
Yeah. I think America's Game, Cowboys Packers would get it. This is a fun matchup too. We have Trust God Fuck 12. John was here last week. He was asking where's the pod, and so I had to hit up the boys and bring back the pod.
Yep. Had the pod.
The fans want it. I wanted it too. It feels good. It's a good time of year.
Yeah, we need the pod, yeah.
But yeah, we have Trust God Fuck 12 always. Shout out Young Thug. Free Young Thug, he's free. He would have beat that case too.
Hell yeah. Shout
Just
out.
Get out.
Fuck 12.
Always.
And Team JT Yanni.
JT Yanni.
Which JT Yanni is he's back on his shit. I feel like he's in a rough spot and he knows it, but he's looking to make moves. So.
Yeah, he knows what's up. He's keeping tabs.
Yeah, which is great. And it is crazy that he's 0-8, which is not easy to do, I feel like, but
yeah.
he has some good
on.
pieces, yeah. He still carries on.
He has Lamar.
His team is getting opportunities here late. Like Alec Pierce, I could see him getting a touchdown on Sunday night. But he also has Leggett, who there's so much room in that quarterback room. We all just need Bryce Young.
Yeah.
All us cokeheads need Bryce Young to hit the target.
Yeah. Bryce Young, hopefully he got scared straight or whatever the hell he needed to, but like I think that this will be good for him ultimately. And yeah, Leggett got hurt a little bit last week. That might be why Yanni was looking out. But Bateman's been playing great. Sucks for that trade for Bateman.
Yeah, it does.
Otherwise,
he's got a decent taxi players too.
Yeah. Michael Penix, like
Troy or PJ Washington or Parker Washington. Is it Parker Washington?
Yeah.
PJ Washington is the best one.
Yeah, he's been holding on to him forever, and Yanni's particular about his wide receivers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would play Parker Washington this week for sure because he returns kicks too and punts.
Absolutely, yeah. And then John, this is a trap game for John.
He's injured.
Yeah.
He is.
Burrow versus Las Vegas. Maybe they end up running a lot with Chase Brown, so maybe he doesn't get as many points. And Jordan Love, obviously, if he doesn't play, John is going to be hurting.
He could leave early too if he aggravates his injury with the bye coming up.
Yeah. Yanni's playing Minshew, so Minshew can do some stuff too.
At Cincinnati, that defense is terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Kyron will still at least have 20. He'll probably get 20 to 30 to 35, something like that.
Madison
23.
is a legit fantasy player this year, so I mean Kyren is like one of the top.
Yeah.
So tough to beat, but James Conner too, really good.
But James
Tough
Conner,
to
this is
see
gonna be
Yanni
a
win it.
tough week kind of for Conner though, I think, because it's gotta fall off sometime. But I don't know. Do you guys believe in the Cardinals? I don't know. Willie, you got Marv. What do you think
I
about it?
believe in Marv, but
I
I
know,
don't
but
believe
like
in
you
the
see the balls that he
Cardinals.
throws, like his targets are all just like
Who's their
all
OC?
single man blitzes where he
Petzing,
just
Drew
runs like
Petzing.
a post across the field and he chucks it up to him. It doesn't seem like they get any easy targets ever.
Yeah.
I hate
hate
that.
their offense.
I
so
hate
much.
that for sure, but I also like
Yeah.
I love that because then once he gets a real offensive coordinator, probably next year, he's run all this difficult shit in his first year, and then he'll get slam dunks along with winning on that stuff, and he'll have Devontae Adams type number of targets.
Yeah.
I'm the future is bright for Marv, but yeah, I think the Cardinals suck. I do think they'll lose. I think they'll lose to the Bears.
I do too.
Yeah, wow. They probably will, which is crazy to think about because, like,
I like the Bears defense this week a little bit for sacks wise and maybe get like a defensive touchdown or something.
Yeah.
To make up for their Hail Mary blunder. I think their defense is better than that. But that shit was hilarious.
could see Ferg having a big game. That would be where Yanni can make some ground. Laporta hasn't been having a good year, and Cam Sutton. I think that they're gonna have a lot of passing yards against Baltimore, so that could be good too. Yeah, this is the trap game.
It always just comes down to if John's team performs or not. If he puts up 165,
Yeah.
he's got a real good chance to win. But
Yeah, is Amon Ra gonna get locked down versus the pack? Does he? He usually has good games against us. I feel like
His last game
16, 18. Ooh,
some sort of.
Yeah, not
yeah,
the
no,
greatest.
Jameson was. I could see them. Working him. Our safeties are out. Jair's out, and Evan Williams is going to be out too. I think
Yeah.
Oh,
But that could be
shit.
Laporta too. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Laporta, they haven't.
He has both.
I guess they
so
mixed
it
him
doesn't
in.
matter.
Yeah, Laporta had his best week when Jameson was out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, last week he had a good week.
And then is Bigsby and Hunt, and what if hopefully D Hop goes off? That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I would. I love that.
But yeah,
Because I'll be behind Stevie by like 10 and need to beat him with Mahomes versus Kelsey.
this was obviously the Thursday night matchup.
Yeah, this is Thursday. this one already took place. Ah.
Here we are.
And an elimination game.
Oh.
No way. Michael Ann seems way too good to say she's elimination game, one game out of the playoffs.
It is crazy.
Who does she play
that
next week?
Michael
I
Anna.
don't
What's
know.
her schedule the rest of the
I
season?
think she plays me next week.
That's an elimination game. No, but no, this one really is.
Bob, aren't you guys tied?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Who?
My
What the
team's already
standings?
eliminated.
Willa?
Yeah.
Oh,
You guys
yeah.
are both 5 and 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
got
think you guys are both sitting pretty for the playoffs.
us with John. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see John slipping more so than probably your team.
My team is
so.
actually getting healthier versus their teams are probably getting hurt, right? Or have gotten hurt recently, kind of.
I mean,
That's
yeah,
not good.
you've just had bad luck with like Waddle and yeah.
JT was hurt, and obviously my quarterbacks we discussed,
But Jacobs is solid.
Richardson going out might be a blessing in disguise. Good Josh Downs.
it might.
Oh yeah,
It
seriously.
might.
And JT too.
Because I actually heard this crazy thing today. Richardson has never played 3 consecutive games in a row.
Yeah, that is accurate.
So that's
Good
just
Lord.
crazy. Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's got to play, but it's like
Some are calling him Anthony Lance.
Anthony
Yeah,
Lance,
go ahead.
Tony Lance.
Go ahead.
Everyone's calling him that.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. And I mean, I won't dwell too much on it.
You got a
Hopefully we
first
can pull
out
it
of it,
together.
though, right?
I did.
You got Richardson and a first. For
I
the-
basically got BTJ for that.
Oh, it was the first for this past year?
Well, I traded it to move up.
Worth it.
So,
All right, so that leads us into our last matchup. We got Skins coming off some smart moves, I would say, by him, but now his quarterback room is thin.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I just knew I could get it done with Jake because he's feeling like he needs to make a deal, and he's always been wheeling and dealing his whole career.
Yeah, and he's been on the record, I think in the league chat or somewhere, where he was saying how he needs to be, or he's going to be like more aggressive on like the waiver wire and stuff, or just like picking people up and just like making transactions than he ever was in the past. And yeah, that's what you have to do when you're constantly searching to
Get value.
gain value, and sell high, and just get whatever you can.
Yeah.
But yeah, he got a second round pick and his own third round pick in 26.
Yeah, he's got like just
Hey,
even looking at his team, he's got like a bunch more firsts than yeah. He used to have no firsts at all. So now he's got 3 firsts, including his own from so he added 2 firsts, he's added 2 seconds, and yeah, he's looking a lot better there. He was completely all in, but now he's a little more balanced, which is kind of what you're looking for at this time of year.
but yeah, I like that Jake still has Sam Darnold. He's got a Vikings quarterback in there. It just seems right.
He basically got lucky.
I'm pissed I didn't pick him up too. It's like, why didn't I pick fucking him up?
Yeah.
Why did I drop him?
Yeah.
I would have been fine this year. Like, I think I dropped him for like fucking Garendo.
Oh,
I know,
man.
but I just like the flexibility. I like being flexible, and it's hard to justify a quarterback. But yeah, now that like everyone is like competing and everyone wants to win, that's why the quarterback market is so high.
Yeah.
And why it's in demand is because everyone like wants to win every week, especially with the 1 week playoff too. Literally, anyone can win.
So many quarterbacks have probably started already this year in the league, so it's like
Yeah.
there's a deeper pool you kind of have to be on top of. Same with last year, and it's not easy.
Yeah, with the longer seasons too, it's like there's always going to be so many different options every week. There's going to be at least 2 options, maybe.
2 QB is like a different beast. Like
Shout out
most
Mike
leagues
Lanky
aren't.
and James
Yeah,
Winston.
most leagues. Yeah. Most leagues you can play any position in the second QB spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we do have a roster limit of 6 quarterbacks too, but Taxi and IR don't count.
Yeah, I'm like 6. Yeah, holy shit.
I've got 3 on my tax.
Yeah. I was like 6 is the limit.
It is.
I have
Yeah.
7
It
quarterbacks
technically
right
is the
now.
only roster limit there is. But yeah, shout out Mike Land for keeping Jameis Winston. I'm so happy to see him in Cleveland. Jake had a Cedric Tillman pickup, which is a smart pickup by him.
Yeah.
The week before he popped off. I don't know if he's playing him this week, but I like Algier. Probably. Maybe.
Yeah, I like Algier.
His running backs will be what cost him this week.
I hate Algier personally, but this week I don't know.
I mean, yeah, his
I could see him
scores
being a
are
touchdown.
rough. He had one good week, and he had one good year basically. So Eckler, he's got my whole old RB room.
Brian Robinson might not play, I think, or he's questionable. This
Oh,
pickup
snap.
after in the league.
Well, shoot.
Or maybe.
If that was the case,
Did he play last week with a hamstring, or is it a new injury?
I think he's been knee. Yeah, I don't think it has.
Can you go down to like last week before? Oh, you can't.
Yeah, shoot.
What,
Last
Sleeper?
month,
A sleeper only gives you the most up to date information.
but now he's listed with a hamstring. So yeah, that's not great either.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think he might have been questionable or hurt.
Eckler has been looking good lately, honestly.
I mean, the key to
He's
this,
returning kicks too.
Yeah, the key to this matchup
Yeah.
is Kamara at Carolina and Barkley at home against Jacksonville for Mike Lamb.
Yeah,
Like Stroud did not get off to the best start. That's disappointing, but
I like Olave this week.
top 5.
I like
running
Keenan
backs
Allen
this week.
back
Yeah.
in kind of towards the west. I like DJ Moore for Jake.
Pittman with Flacco, even
Pittman
though Pittman I
resurrection.
don't like as much. Ridley resurrection. Well, wait, if Levis is playing,
Regardless, he's resurrected. He had
With
15
Rudolph.
targets.
With
Sure.
Rudolph though.
yeah,
Yeah.
with Rudolph, yeah. And then DJ Moore, maybe he has. How has he even been this week or this year?
Probably top 30.
I also love
26.
how I just love how both of these teams are ordered with DJ Moore as Jake's receiver 1 and Wandale as my
Yeah,
I just love the ordering.
yeah, Wandale.
I hit up Jake about DJ Moore. I was like, my team, since I have like a Coke boy and I got a CD, I need a DJ in my receiver room.
Jesus, your vibesing.
Right? That's hilarious.
But yeah, I told him like maybe if it comes down to it at the deadline, if he turns it around, I'd maybe give you my first.
Yeah.
But that's like a super, super, super maybe.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not in a rush to do that. But yeah,
He's worth it.
I
Yeah.
think Jake can still make the playoffs because he doesn't own his own picks. So for him, I think he would be like, I might as well make the playoffs.
Yeah.
So I think that he's gonna be making moves and still competing, which clearly is. It's the nature of his team. He's got really boom weeks, but his boom weeks don't hit as hard as they used to. He doesn't have the same firepower. But
I
they
wasn't
came up
sure
with
if
a
he
win
would
last
want
week.
to do the trade because I wasn't sure if he would want Dowdle, but I do think Dowdle can help him, like no matter where he is. Basically, he needs RB help, and Dowdle can help with the booty ball if he does get his pick back, or can help in the playoffs too. Because yeah, I think the Cowboys will probably turn it around a little bit, and
I don't know, man. I think they're so bad. Fantasy wise, though, I think they could be okay
yeah, yeah,
Shootouts.
if Dak stays healthy
yeah, shootouts, Dak healthy.
and CD doesn't quit. If that happens,
Dowdle just got this game where he played like 80% of the running back snaps, and he looked good. And like they call him the Bull, which I always love when they have nicknames like that.
Oh,
like
yeah.
ASAP, they call him the Bull. Like his first debut, they're calling him like the Bulldog. Isn't it the Bulldog? Yeah, I thought it was the Bulldog. As a Cowboys expert myself.
Well, yeah,
Bulldog.
I defer to you. Yeah,
Bulldogs.
Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs.
Shout out to Bill Dogs too.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, yeah, this is Sunday night football right here.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
This is Sunday night football.
You think so? Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
Because this week it's Vikings Colts. I think it's.
True.
I think
I
it
guess
fits.
the Steelers were on it a bunch too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it's crazy to think about.
that's who we
both
think
these
about your
teams.
teams, Jake and Michael.
Yeah.
You guys are the
Steelers,
Colts. You're the Steelers. So
That's kind of like appropriate though.
It's funny.
Yeah, I mean, shit. We can't all be the
I'd say Jake's more
Cowboys.
Vikings.
Yeah,
more
fair.
Vikings Colts. But
Yeah. Yeah.
And Michael Ann is the Steelers, just steady. She's
Or
had Mike
Bengals.
Tomlin for her whole career.
And we all anointed CJ Stroud like so quickly. Everyone anointed
True.
him as like a top 5, top 3 fantasy or dynasty quarterback. And obviously Nico's been out, but I was at the game when we played the Texans, and they got so lucky with field position that whole game. Like they weren't really sustaining anything. They just do run it on first down, run it on second down. All right, CJ Stroud, 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 7, whatever it is, it's up to you. And their guys haven't been separating, and it's just bad offense to me.
Yeah.
But he ran a lot yesterday, which saved them a little bit to put up 13. But without that 58 rushing yards
Yeah.
and the attempts, he's having a pretty bad week.
We're
And
at
then,
5.
but she also has Goff and Mayfield, so she's got Goff against the Packers, coming off 3 touchdowns and 85 yards. Their offense is ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's why it's kind of like scary relying on Lions besides their running backs. I feel like because anyone can get it.
Yeah.
The running backs they'll run no matter what.
But yeah, if you don't play them, then you feel like a dumbass.
I mean, I would say Michael.
Kamara has a great matchup. I love
Yeah.
Olave's matchup against Carolina for both of them. Kinsey, I love Kinsey.
Keenan
Yeah,
Allen.
I like Michael Allen this week.
Kincaid hasn't been great.
Yeah. Her team more in general, she needs to move one of the QBs she has. She has 4 like top 15 QBs.
Yeah.
And if more. And if she wants to compete, I think.
But are
you
people
gotta-
really like so?
She has
like,
Bo Nix as well.
So like if
Yeah.
if Kirk Cousins just
Like,
went for, but we're
5
saying
starters.
the quarterbacks their value's going up, so why not trade them later when people are really desperate?
Yeah, exactly.
So like
But-
if Kirk Cousins just went for a 2 and Rico Dowdle, what would you say Baker Mayfield would go for?
yeah, he's probably a
A
25.
late 2.
Yeah,
That's what he
25
went
first, probably.
2.
Late first.
Yeah.
Because
The
he,
first.
I mean, without
Early
Godwin
second.
and Evans, I don't know, but what did he do last week without him?
Last week without them, he did
He was
25.
QB7. I mean,
Kate Otten, 3